Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and today we're going to talk about No Kuni Cross Worlds. Specifically, we're going to talk about the bandwagon hate that has been associated with the game. We're going to talk about what the real concerns are, not what the concerns are that people would like to have you think are the main concerns of the game. We're going to talk about the benefits and, of course, the cons. So let's go ahead and dig in. So, if you're like me and you're talking with your friends about this, or you're a content creator in the sphere, you're probably getting messages to YouTube videos of big name YouTubers that are constantly putting down No Kuni Cross World as either exploiting children, exploiting people for crypto, etc., etc. The reality is the crypto system has not even launched yet in No Kuni, and we don't even know if the GL crypto system is going to be the same as either the JP or the Korean crypto system. So while it is a concern, and while it may be something you want on your radar if you are playing the game or looking at the game, I don't, and it's hard to say right now, it's difficult to say it's exploitative, it's exploiting people, it's taking advantage of them. It has much more to do, I feel like the hate has much more to do with just people disliking crypto and essentially disliking NFTs, which will be launching not in the game, but will be launching with the actual cryptocurrency Marblex, for any of you who are aware of that. That is also a common misconception that is being spread among these kind of big content creators and these big kind of news article web pages, because when you look up all of these news article pages, when you start researching about No Kuni Cross World, you're going to run into people who are full of misinformation, who don't have the accurate information, who are maybe taking a fragment out of context, and you're going to run into people who just don't want to be involved in crypto, or who believe that crypto is inherently morally flawed. And I've run into a lot of those people, and I don't necessarily agree with that. We as consumers in a huge ecosystem in the United States and in the world, we consume from people who, are way more morally corrupt than, say, a cryptocurrency that Netmarble has created. We have probably been involved in so many things that we don't even realize. So for people to come in on their high horses and say, potentially crypto is immoral, just like the game is immoral just because crypto's in it, I think that's where a lot of this is coming from, is a lot of these kind of white knights riding in and championing, that they're superior or their moral philosophy is better. Now, I think there are some legitimate criticisms of the game, and I think there are some things you actually need to watch out for. So of course, I think outside of all of the crypto, the first thing that actually legitimately needs to be talked about is the fact that the game is run by Netmarble. It's an incredible game. It's a great game, but Netmarble has a history, and they have a really bad history with global games in particular. I recently have played Seven Knights 2, and they pretty much in one update ruined the entire game. And I know they have done similar things with other games in the past, and I'm a little worried that they're going to do that with No Kuni. Now, being aware of the cryptocurrency and being aware that NFTs will be available for purchase with the cryptocurrency, not in the game, as far as I'm aware, is something that I'm kind of keeping my eye on. NFTs kind of don't really bother me either way, but the reality is we're entering into a world where game companies are focusing on cryptocurrency, they're focusing on NFTs. That's the direction they're going. And so we are in new territory in the gaming market. We are in territory that could either be really good or it could be really bad. And so while I think there is a lot of good things about the gaming community being aware and being, oh yeah, crypto, NFTs, I don't know about this. I think we should also potentially consider embracing it, consider thinking about, what this could do for the game, what this could do for the community, what this actually does for potentially a company. If the trade-off is, which it seems like it is right now, that No Kuni is this amazing game with tons of content, and it happens to have, cryptocurrency and NFTs in it as almost side content, that's fine. I mean, that's one of the craziest things about this game, is it's such a good game. And I released a video before No Kuni, very skeptical and very cautious about what was going on in the game. And honestly, the gameplay's been so good. There's so much content that I've been enjoying it a lot. And You know, there have been like Reddit threads talking about how PvP gear is locked behind cryptocurrency. And that is true. You know, you can use the cryptocurrency, even though it's not in the game yet. So we have no idea what it looks like. You can use it to buy the PvP gear. However, you know, you look at other games like War of the Visions, you know, you look at No Kuni. No Kuni can actually get that PvP gear by participating in 3v3 PvP. So it's not exclusively locked behind the crypto, which is what people would have you believe if you read any of the articles out there about this conversation. The other thing to think about is, you know, specifically with War of the Visions, connecting this in with a game that I cover quite a bit. You know, we have gear like, you know, platinum armor. We have gear like Hermes sandals, right? That are locked behind arena tokens that realistically nobody's ever going to get a +5 version of them. Arguably, the +5 version is the best version of that type of gear in the game. And so someone coming from the outside looking at War of the Visions could easily say, oh, they locked the best PvP armor behind, you know, arena tokens that you have to pay to win in order to get, right? Like, you could see someone making that argument when they don't have the knowledge of War of the Visions to know that that is not the best type of gear, right? And so you're seeing lots of these people making accusations, making claims, you know, saying things where they just have no concept of the game. They are looking for views, they're looking for clickbait, you know, they're not trying to actually weigh the game on whether it's a good game, whether the crypto has been implemented effectively, which nobody should be commenting on how the crypto has been implemented, because on the global side, it hasn't been implemented. And the global side has changed significant things compared to the JP and Korean side as well. It's also important to note we could actually be seeing a different crypto system implemented, because the crypto system itself, while being tied to Marblex, is tied to tokens in game. So the way we earn those tokens on the global side could be substantially different than how it's been implemented with JP in Korea. So there is a lot of things to think about, and a lot of things that this game, you know, hasn't revealed yet on the global side. And I think it's crazy that people are immediately right now like, no, fuck this, you know, fuck the gaming community. We don't want this. And we don't even have an understanding of what this is. We haven't even seen what this is yet. And, you know, whether we like it or not, you know, this type of stuff is here to stay. And the sooner we kind of understand it, you know, if it fails, you know, it's going to fail. That's the market system, right? Like, if this turns out to be really bad, then people just won't do it. And the game will crash and they will never make another crypto game again, right? So I think we are, you know, underestimating the power of the free market. I think we are underestimating the, you know, capability of potentially the next evolution of gaming. And I think people are coming in on their moral high horse, making judgments without quite understanding what it is they are talking about yet. So thanks everybody for watching. If you guys have any questions, drop them down in the comment section down below. I'm sure it's going to be very heated and there's going to be lots of topics. But everybody, thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.